Here's some fun. Article. 4 Arab currencies top the list of the strongest in the world. Is the Iraq dinar among them? Why in the world would you bring up the Iraqi dinar when it's at 1310? Why would you say that? Everybody and their brother knows around the world that it's lousy. It's terrible. Sources are saying that the RV was supposed to hit the banks on Saturday. The current status is high alert, and some have reported to work early this evening. Time will tell. Legal violations in the work of the central bank prompt demands to replace its governor, Ali al-Alak. Quote. Today, Saturday, the economic expert, Abbas al-Basil, stressed the necessity of replacing the governor of the Central Bank of Iraq. Iraq's accession to the world trade will need a few more months. The Central Bank of Iraq, they want to do what Washington wants them to do. They want to be part of the international community. But the problem is there are these private banks and different financial instruments in Iraq that are completely in bed with Iran. There seems to be a problem with separation. So the United States is going to punish Iraq for not being able to handle it correctly is what's going to happen. The United States is saying enough is enough, we're not screwing around anymore. We're protecting the financial system as much as possible, but it's being abused by people who don't like us. Iraq speeds up steps to join WTO. Those that follow me know that we posted information that stated the Central Bank of Iraq planned to end the currency auctions at the end of this year. Joining the WTO sometime next year would also benefit them. Arab currencies top the list of the strongest in the world. Is the Iraqi dinar among them? Quote. 4 Arab currencies top the list of the 10 most powerful currencies in the world out of 180 currencies recognized by the United Nations. Point 1. Kuwaiti dinar, equivalent to $3.27. Point 2. Bahraini dinar, $2.65. The Bahraini dinar is pegged to the US dollar and is used exclusively in Bahrain, which has a large expatriate community. 3. Omani rial, $2.60. 4. Jordanian dinar, $1.41. 5. British pound, $1.26. 6. Gibraltar pound, $1.26. 7. Cayman Islands dollar, $1.20. 8. Swiss franc, $1.14. 9. Euro, $1.08. 10. US dollar, $1. The theft of the century, it's a big deal. It's in the forefront again. They're going to claw back a lot of money. A lot of money. Why is that important to you and I? If they claw back a lot of money, it all goes back to the treasury. Tens of billions of dinars or multiple billions of dollars. It's all clawed back from people that stole their money from the citizens. We'd have to pay out on that. 988 billion dinars, if they were able to keep them. Finding this stuff is amazing. It's really good for the country, citizens, and it's really good for you and I. US Treasury takes control of Iraq's central bank to combat money laundering. What better way to take control over the money than to move into the CBI itself? If this is true, and I believe it is. Wow. US Treasury takes control of Iraq's central bank to combat money laundering. Quote. The 3 sources confirmed that a team of American employees is working permanently at the Central Bank of Iraq, as part of intensive efforts to ensure Iraq's commitment to international standards for combating money laundering and terrorist financing. One of the sources explained that the governor of the Central Bank of Iraq tried to resist these restrictions, but the American response was strict, as the Central Bank of Iraq was included among the institutions considered to support money laundering operations and failure to comply with sanctions. It is noteworthy that tens of billions of dinars have been recovered in recent months through operations to track down corrupt individuals, especially those who fled abroad. Iraq just completed their 5-year development plan. That's basically the reform plan. They completed the reform plan. That's a required step for their accession to the world trade. You have Iran and the Revolutionary Guard. Yemen saying they're going to get revenge. More is going to happen. That's why there's warships headed toward the Lebanese coast right now in anticipation towards this. What of the HCL? We are watching what is going on in the Kurdish region, and money is suddenly flowing. And they're saying things are now in Baghdad's hands. I'm surprised we haven't seen that the HCL was done last week. The head of the Federal Integrity Commission, Judge Haider Hanoun, stressed the importance of twinning between the oversight agencies in different countries, especially sister countries, and cooperation in the field of receiving wanted persons and recovering smuggled funds. During his meeting with the Kuwaiti ambassador to Iraq, Tariq Abdullah al-Faraj, at the Commission's headquarters, Hanoun discussed ways to enhance cooperation in the field of combating corruption, exchanging expertise and transferring experiences, noting the two parties' efforts to conclude a memorandum of understanding between the Commission and the Kuwaiti Anti-Corruption Authority.